Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and here we are guys. We're after our little excursion into creative mode in the last part. We are back with my base, and you can see here I've been working on it, filling in some of the detail, because quite rightly somebody passed a comment on the video where I built the initial base and said it looked like a bunker, and it was a bunker really, because when you first get your first base down, you need something that you can get into, get established and defend, especially if you're on planets like Omicron and other planets. Obviously Akua is a bit more relaxed, and you can see also I've now started to move my hover vehicles and the other bits and pieces from the old base. I'm in the process of moving out of there. I've also expanded this landing area now, and I built this bastion in the corner because it was getting a bit high because of the slope of the ground here. And in this part, what I want to do is build out this area here to get some farming going. And I've already done the base simply because, well, I didn't want to make this video too long, and laying the base out like this took a little bit of time, and I just didn't want to waste your time guys in actually doing it. And you can see here at the moment I've got a little bit of an overhang, but I think I'm okay because I've built this out here. I suppose what we could do is just come down underneath here and just put maybe a block under that corner just to make sure that that actually does. And what I want to do here guys is actually build this into a large greenhouse type farming area, and what I'm going to have is basically 3 sets of 9 down each side, so it's going to have quite a large capacity, but I want to build it all in one go just so that I can have enough area just to expand into over time. And if I just come here, I've done some grow blocks, so let me just do this. Actually my food's getting a little bit low, I need to keep an eye on that. And just to show you guys, what I'm going to do is, you can just, if I flip to here, if I put in 3 across there, actually if I put in 3 down like that, and 1 there, I mean I will fill this in eventually. So number 2, just to make sure I've got the dimensions right. Yeah. So you can see here I've got, so there's 3 sets of 3 here, and what I'm going to do is I'll just fill in this area here, use these grow blocks up, and of course I'm going to bring the grow blocks over from the old base, and what we're going to do is actually glaze in this area and make it look like a big, well, greenhouse I suppose is the way to say it. So, and what I've actually done is I've skinned the outside here with thin blocks so that I can do this guys. So what I'm going to do is come out here, and we're going to come out in 3s like this, and of course we're going to rotate this around here like that. Now building out an extended building like this can have risks with stability, so you've got to think a little bit about what you're actually doing. And what I want to do is kind of come in like this. Come on, hook up please. Okay, thank you. So, and what I want to do is put a solid roof over the top, one to support the growing lights, which will have to be over the centre of this plot here. Also these solar panels that stick out at the moment I want to put onto the roof. So what we're going to do is just come here, and we're just going to put a block here. Oh, come on, behave, like that. And what do I need to do for the shape of a roof? Okay, let's actually can we get that in there? Let's just rotate that. I've probably rotated that. Yeah, that'll do. And like I said, this is where it can get a bit dodgy when you're actually expanding things out, guys. Oh, okay, let's just go here and just rotate that. Like that. Of course what I should be able to do is, if I come here, we can put some solid blocks. That's because that grew out that way, didn't it? Did I actually damage it? Yeah, that block dropped out the back there. That's what I was a little bit worried about, guys. In fact, I'm getting very worried about this now. I think if I... Right, if I... Let me just get... Oops. Yeah. I say this is a little bit of a high risk. Actually, let's go this way. If I come there... Right. And if we can... Right, if I... Is that the centre? That's the centre, isn't it? If I put that there... Got 1, 2, 3... Got 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put another column... I'll put it on top, please. I put another column there, and if we put in, right, let's build this out like that. That should support the roof that way. Okay. And all I need to do now is I can put another one there, and that gives me the 3 blocks there. If we get back into this one, and hopefully you will drop back into there with no problem, and we'll just drop this one in here like that. Oh, yeah. Hopefully that will, so we've got the wall come out that way like that. If we can, okay, I think we'll put the vertical glass in first. So that we come 1, 2. Actually, I could probably put all the glass along the bottom here like this. Whoops, like that. Right. I'm not sure what I'm going to do down the end here, guys. I think I actually put a glass pane in there. Haha. Right, I can build the base wall up. Okay. If I'm sounding a bit nervous, that sudden collapse has made me a little bit twitchy, because I say once it all locks together, it's going to be stable, guys. I can assure you of that. So, and right now, if I put in, let's come here. Again, as I say, it pays when you're doing this is to resist the temptation to use the large, and maybe we can get out a couple like that. You know, the where you swipe over a large area, because that could give you a problem. Right. So we've now got this area here. Ah, it's looking good. I'm happy-ish with it. Maybe I can just sneak that out like that. We can rotate these blocks here. Of course, we'll then fill in the center like that. Now, theoretically, we just need 2 more to come out. Okay. Okay, on the right one. So, just going to come in here, guys. And we can squeeze out 2 more. Make sure that's in the right place. Right. Right. Every time I place a block at the moment, oops, I've run out of blocks. Wow, I got through all this block. Oh, I've made enough blocks. Okay. Yeah, every time I do this, guys. It makes me a bit icky twitchy. Okay, let's just... Oops, I need the red one. That should get that in position. Okay. Right, that should rotate that way. And I'm kind of thinking, guys, well, let me just try something first. Okay, let me just, if I pick this up, right, just make sure I've got it on disassemble. Oh, there's a block missing there as well. Okay, we need to drop a, which is probably what caused the problem last time. So that makes the, let's have a quick look around. So that makes it nice and consistent. Yeah, it looks okay, guys, for a growing area. I think with the bricks it works. What I want to do now is just bring the down here and oops, up. Alright, let's get a flat one. And again, I want to rotate this because what I want to do is that really tight against there. Yeah, okay. And what I want to do is put another one just in here. I actually like these stuck out over like this. They kind of create a bit of a portico effect. Keeps the rain off. Well, not as though you actually get wet in Empyrion, but you never know, guys. Right, let's back to this block here. And I think what I'd like to do is just... Okay, that won't go onto that corner. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? So how am I going to finish this corner off? Well, let's just see if we can get a block into that corner, actually, guys. Actually, let's do the glass first. Okay. Now, I've deliberately done this, so we can't really put some glass there. We can put some, let's get a couple, oops. I'm sort of hoping for a door on the end here, so maybe we'll just put glass everywhere except for the right place. Okay, right, let's just get rid of that and just come in and get rid of that, and we need to make some kind of door window here. Let me just see what can we get in here. Just trying to think. Corner thin, airtight true. What can that? That fit in this corner. Let's have a quick look at this, guys. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. So let's just. Okay, let's just rotate this. And can we put round vertical? Okay, so will that fit? Right, let's just. Okay, this is where it's going to get. Okay, we've got that. So if I now turn that. Trouble is, well, that might be airtight. Well, we're just going to find out, guys. I'm just gonna, whoops, a daisy. Right, let's just rotate this. I mean, it looks like it's got, let's just get rid of that. Well, it looks like it's got an airtight gap there, doesn't it? It looks like it's glazed as a kind of conservatory. Actually, let me just try something. Let's get rid of these. Let's just Let's just rotate it here against this wall. Right, that's. We can now put. Oh, I've run out of glass. Okay, that's because I've. Sometimes I just wish it would put it back onto the hotbar instead of doing like it does. Okay, back to that. This is probably now in the wrong position. Okay, we need to. Oh. Sometimes the key put positions are very, very annoying here. I think it's the D key. If you put, whoops, press the D key, it says drop, which then actually, okay. Why does that keep, okay, please rotate. Like that. Right, go into there, please. Right. Right, and we should be able to get one in the center here without it collapsing. Excuse my paranoia. And that actually fits quite well, doesn't it, guys? And that should. Okay. Yeah, I think that fits there because I left this extra bit here so that the corner block wouldn't intrude into the growing area. And I think what we do need is a door. So it's getting the large constructor. Just to make this. I've got a couple of growing lights that I need to put on. That can go up to there. Okay. And what we can do, sometimes it's just easier to use the drone, to be honest. Right. And we should be able to rotate there. And that gives me the door. I mean, I'll do something there eventually. Right, and what we need now is to put the growing lights up. Now, the growing lights have to be, or the optimum position, they don't have to be, because like everything, they need to be 2 cubes above and over the center one of the 9. So what we actually need is, so effectively you need to come 1, 2, 1 more please, that should be it. And I'm just going to do the 2 growing lights for the moment, like that. I mean, I could pick these up now and consolidate them. Yep, I'm quite happy with that. Of course, what I do need now is to texture this up a bit so that it looks a little bit more. I mean, I could do with a light coloured roof, but oops, don't want that. Oh, obviously it won't let me have wood. That's interesting. Okay. Sometimes you've got to do a fairly large area. I'd like it to be fairly light in here. Maybe that's better. I'm just gonna. Yep, I think that's gonna work, guys. Of course, you can do it this way just by holding the cursor down. If the noise gets annoying, all you're going to do is just do it with the drone, because the drone's silent. So if you don't like the buzzing noise, you can actually, in fact, the drone's quite often the quicker way of doing it once you've got the drone. Maybe not doing it on the inside, but. And if you click the second time, it rotates. See, look, see. So rotation is click twice, and that could be something annoying. I mean, this I'm not too worried about whether it lines up or not. But if you're doing brickwork or something like that, it's suddenly rotating because you happen to click the same texture twice can be a little bit of a pain in the neck. So I think I'm just gonna come in here, just fill this in here like that. And of course what we're going to do is make the pillar brick. Of course it's got to be horizontal brick like that. Yep, I think that works. So I think we'll keep the walkway not nice and lightly coloured because it's obviously better. So we've got a nice roof now. Let's just have a quick look. I will give you guys a warning for the future that I can be a little bit out there when it comes to building in the long term. Oh yeah, that's certainly need to. So get ready for a continuous evolving base. Alright, just rotate that a bit. So yeah, that actually matches along there. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So we've got the brickwork in here now. I'm not going to put a door in here because this should be airtight. I mean, we can check it by walking round like here. I mean, the corners are probably the suspect. Well, it seems to be okay. And of course what we're going to do now is go outside and do the texturing on the outside. Oh, there's a mistake there, guys. Herringbone. I thought I saw something that didn't look right earlier on. That's it, that's filled in. And let's get here. Actually, I haven't had a drone strike for a little while yet, so we might have a drone strike in a minute. I think across the top here, I'm going to put another solar panel here. I think, kind of feel that that doesn't look right. Okay, let's take a bit leery about doing this, guys. Oops, nope. So let's actually like that. Actually, yeah. Let's just take these out. Put one in there. The question is, can I now fill this corner with? Can I find a tile or a block that will match that? And this is where it can get a bit fiddly, guys, because finding a block that will fill that corner can be difficult. I think that what we're looking for is something maybe like that. Yeah, I think that's right. The question now is going to getting it to rotate. Right, guys, I'm going to fiddle with this for a little while and I'll come back once I've actually got it sorted. Right, I think that's close. Trouble is that's going to leave a hole there, isn't it? In there. Oh, great. That's not going to work, is it? Okay. We need something that's like that, I think. Yeah, that looks a bit more like it. So if we take that out. Right, guys, I'm going to come back once I've filled these corners in because it's going to take a little while to do it. Right, guys, I'm going to have to compromise a little bit. Actually, I think I might have solved it. And what we're going to do is come in here and I'm just going to take that out and we're just going to rotate this into there like that. So we've got a kind of a reduced abutment like that into here, so it creates a kind of slightly cut in area like this, but I think I can live with that, to be honest, guys, because we can make that into a feature, I think. So if I think, yeah, let's put this in. It's actually starting to get dark as well where I've been at this for so long. Let's put this here. I actually do like this metal paneling, which is, and once it gets dark, you'll see the reason why I like it actually. So, and I think what we'll do is we'll just put this across like that, just like this. Oops. Just cross like this. You got a nice bit of paneling like that, and then I think what we will do is got here. What does this look like? Yeah. Oh, it's actually that's a bit too. Maybe we'll keep the. No, that's no good. A quick look at that. Yeah, that gives a slightly marbled effect on this corner, like that. So, yeah, I think that will work, guys. I mean, to be honest, if it irritates me too much, I'll just come back and actually do it. Because I think once I've... Let's come here. Let's make another solar panel. Let's bump out a solar panel. Where is it? Yep. Give me a solar panel, please. Oh, wow. I'm starving to death here, guys. As in game, as in life, I have to confess I'm just as bad when I'm actually get into something. When I'm working or playing games, I just forget completely all about minor things like eating. And sometimes my wife quite pointedly comes in and puts a cold dinner in front of me. She's even done it when I've been recording, to say, like, I've cooked dinner and you're ignoring me completely. Not exactly the way to do things, guys. Right, so that puts that panel on the top. Yeah, I think with the solar panel on the top like that, I think that actually, it works, guys. And this is why I put these illuminated panels in, actually, because that actually makes that look really good. And what you could do is actually change the color. If you change the color, you can actually change the color of the lights, but I quite like the idea of those illuminated strips like that. Yep, I really like that, guys. Feel free to, if you disagree, but and again, just check, make sure that we haven't, and of course it's night now, so that should be airtight, nicely lit up. And of course the final finishing touch here is the fact that we can get to the cargo box. I think it's this one. We can corn, we can certainly get some corn sprouts in, and we've got one fiber plant. Okay, and don't want any space carving, don't want any pumpkins or durum wheats. Gonna have to go and kill some creatures to actually, and what I want is, let's just put, we're gonna have a plot. I'll get some corn over here. What I want is like a block of 6 corn, and here they come, and we can put in some fiber plants. So what I'm thinking is 6 of corn, 6 of fiber, 6 of tomatoes, and then maybe duplicate on the other side. And of course the local contingent of the troublemakers are just about due to come in. Now they come from this direction over here, guys, so if we stand here long enough, when they turn on the radar, you'll be able to see my cannons blast. They tend to make pretty short work of them when they arrive. Oh, and the other thing I want to show you, and again, thank you for the tip. I can't remember who actually gave me this one. I must admit they're all starting to get a little bit confusing now. Is if you come down to the lights, you can adjust the intensity here and the color. So if you want to, you can change the color of the light. I don't know which colour light I've just changed, but I've changed a light. There it is over here. It's on the outside wall actually. So you can actually change the colour and the intensity of the light here. The other way you can select lights is if you come in here and put that there and then press P. It will take you to here. And so rather than guess like I did at random there, and you can increase the range. The only problem I have with this is from a recording perspective. If the lights are too bright, I actually get flash on the recording. Also, you get light leakage through. So if I actually show you there, if you get the lights too bright, you get this leakage here, and you can also get effectively backlight coming through the walls here. So you can see you can get a reflection up here, but it makes everything look nice and bright and pleasant. Which is, to be honest, that's what it's all about. And here comes the drones. So we're just going to stand here and watch them. Here they go. One shot. And of course the nice thing is that we can go out and loot them. So we're just going to go out and do a bit of looting, courtesy of the. This one actually got a bit closer. That's the reason why I put 3 cannons in, because with the 2 cannons, one of them got a bit close and actually managed to hit the base. So I put the 3 cannons in now to actually. I mean, I know it's overkill, but I mean, I mean, you've got to have fun, guys. So you might as well enjoy it. Right, let's go down. Thank you. Oh, actually got some decent loot. What I've been getting a lot of recently is minigun ammunition. If I ever decide I want the minigun, I can have plenty of ammunition to start with. Okay, so I'm just gonna level off. So another advantage of doing this is that you do get yourself a nice regular supply of resources. There we are, another 390 miniguns, and of course I'm getting a nice supply of energy. And just going, oh, this one's actually on the ground. I'm sure this one actually didn't even get over the water, which is unusual. I've been able to. Okay, so I'm just gonna come here. Ah! Actually got some general resources that time. I'm just going to fly back until the next time. The drones seem to turn up roughly about once a day. Actually, while I'm at it, guys, just to round this part off, we're going to go back to the old base, and I think what I'm going to do is pick up the tomatoes and various other bits and pieces and the growing plots. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to be able to disassemble them or whether they're just going to come apart in pieces, but never mind. So we're just going to go back to the old base here, and I'll just show you. I mean, I haven't started taking it apart completely because I wanted to keep growing items in here until I got that farming area set up. So we're just going to go up and see what we got up here, and of course eventually I will strip this base for resources, which is the way you do things. Okay, yeah, we got a nice. As I say, I wanted to wait for all the crops to grow up before I actually lifted the plants. And we're just gonna pick all the tomatoes up, getting lots and lots of tomatoes and various other bits. Make sure we can disassemble. Just pick these up. Oops, no. Just get the lower on that as well. And of course we're it's a growing plot. That's just a concrete block. So, oh, fell through the floor. Okay. Hazard of taking things apart. Hopefully I won't wreck the structural integrity of the base. shouldn't do. And of course eventually I'll take the solar panels off the roof, because I left the solar panels on simply so that I could actually keep the farming going. So we're just going to get back to here, get rid of that. Jump in the ship. I'll go and put all this stuff out and get it up and nice and. So we're just gonna get back to the new base. See what I was saying, guys, that lighting looks really cool at a distance. Oh, I need to texture the front as well. Okay. Oh, I need to finish the front actually, but I'll do that off camera, guys. I'm just going to put a little platform there, and so I can get in and out that way as and when I need it. So I'm just going to come in over the outer marker, as they say, isn't it? And when the aircraft are landing, they fly over the outer marker and in. Oh, local contingent of the Noisemakers United are here, so let's just. Right, we've got 6 growing plots, and oh, where's all my plants gone then? Didn't it pick the plants up? Or did it just disassemble them? So I've got loads of corn and fibre. Oh, that's annoying. Never mind, we can always go and kill a few of the. So we can. I mean, I'll say all we got to do is kill a few creatures. This is Akua, and I've got a piece of glass in there. Oops, no, that's a growing plot. Okay. Ah. So that's 3, 6, and I think maybe just for convenience we're growing plot steel. Okay. That's annoying, it didn't let me pick up the plants, but that's okay, guys. Just gonna, oops, 4, got rid of all of it. Okay, that is annoying, but that's not a problem, guys. We can deal with this in the long term. I think I've got other plants in my cargo box that I can use. So it's not like I've got a shortage of plants. So I haven't got any tomatoes. Okay, we're just gonna have to go off and kill a couple of creatures and get some tomato plants. I'll do that off camera as well, guys. Just put. So we don't have any tomatoes. We've got some corn. We got a fibre plant, and I need tomatoes. Okay, and what we can do is just shove this all in the fridge there. Corn in there as well, and of course the rest can go. I suppose that's because it's the POI. That's never mind. We can just put this in here, and a little bit of stone dust. Yeah, and just to show you guys what I was talking about. See, I've got nearly 3,000 rounds of minigun ammunition without actually trying anything. So anyway, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Off camera, I will finish off the end of the greenhouse and tidy that up. I will also go and get some more sprouts and plants to actually get my farm up and running. You can see it's now starting to look quite good from the inside. Get some tomatoes going, and once I've got that going, that's going to solve the food problem. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and till next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.